here it is, boys and girls. The outside. Of course, I brought mine. We're gonna see what this is all about. Okay, here's when you first walk in. Nice ones. So he bought it and they bring it right out here? That must be Russ. Black is the way to go. Lou and Kathy Spada. Oh, and then they buy them, they fire them right up. Right, check out the gift shop. Yeah, I'm going to show you some stuff here. They got all kinds of neat stuff, but you know, you look at the prices on stuff, you know, when you're a Corvette, new Corvette owner, you like want to buy shit, right? And you know, you look at this piece, you're like, oh, this is kind of nice, you know, and you look at the price on it, $45. What? All right, you know, we're just gonna put that back. No thanks. Okay, here we're coming in. Now I'll take y'all on a little tour. It's an old 1953 Corvette. Here we go. So one of the first. I was saying his ashes were here. In that gold urn right there.
If it has the performance to match its sports car style. This letter saved the Corvette. One of Duntoff's favorite engineering test platforms was the Serve 1, utilizing this unique research tool, which coincidentally was built to Indy racing specs at the time. He worked tirelessly to refine the Corvette's ride and handle, and experimented with performance options like supercharging.
Start with some of the 50s Corvettes. I'll show you the different generations. The 60s, 70s. And we're gonna go here. Some of the race cars. Look at that. That's pretty cool. We're in the 70s. And this is like a prototype of the rotary engine that never made it to production. And the C5, C6, C7, and C8. I'll whip through that kind of quick. I'm gonna go and look at this here. This is a cave-in. Cave cam controller, real time. What is this? Ah! I don't know what this is. Go in the dark. Oh, and then here's some of the... That's what happened to him. Wow, look at that. Oh, look at that one. I don't think that one made it. Look at that. Wow. Wow, that was a ZR1 apparently. But I came back in here. One. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, there go the cars. The truth hurts. This was the very last C7 to be built, and they built it in white with a red interior because that was the popular color of the first Corvettes that were ever made, were white with the red interior. And the very last C7 they built, they kept it and put it here. This is a prototype called the airfoil, and one of the interesting things is they were concerned with this big long front nose, the way it was designed, of the front end lifting up, and those 4 pieces on the side, those are actually designed to be panels that would pop open if the front end started becoming too light and the car started lifting up too much in the front. Those panels would pop out to slow the car down actually. Never came into production, but that's what the initial put the plaque said on it. This is a unique car. Looks like a Pantera or something. Yeah, the Tomazzo. It looks like it. Yeah, they put a Vette engine in it. Basically, it's just in the car with a Vette engine. Okay. Corvette boat. Is that a Corvette rear end? Cars that aren't Vettes. Oh, this is an Impala. Oh, this is a Chip Foose car.
So that was a car that had a lot of emotional attachment for us.
Yeah, it's a Foose car. It's got his vet engine in it as well.
So we found a car and go buy a brand new Corvette, bring it in the shop, take the body off, and put your Impala on it.
Yeah,
once we got that chassis down to its bare essentials,
that's sick, ain't it?
The chassis,
The Impala. You should see what it looked like. The original Impala looked like crap. With the actual body looked like originally. Right there, yellow one.
Replace what was missing.
That's that yellow Impala. They put the body on that vet, and they
shortening the
obviously did a lot of work.
7 inches, taking another 7 inches off the back of it, bringing the top down. The imposter actually started when Don came in and said he wanted to build a car for his wife Elma.
Look at
that car for the first couple of years.
And they show you the original Impala, what it looked like.
So that was a car that had a lot of emotional attachment for us.
I'm gonna play some of this video.
So we found a car, and he said to me, he says, you know, it's a little long. Maybe we want to shorten it.
Is that?
Wow. And I thought maybe we want to shorten it a lot.
On that Corvette.
Because that car is really long.
Yeah, here Dale Earnhardt's cars. We have his Monte Carlo, and then his Corvette, which he raced in his 24-hour race. It's nice. And here we'll go into the Corvette Theater and see what's playing.
The 1955 model introduced the first production V8 ever set into a Chevy. It flew at 195 horsepower and took the racing circuit by storm, where it competed against the best that Europe had to offer. The Corvette has been and continues to be the most unique driving machine ever made. In the 1960s, America was changing in new ways, and the Corvette changed right along with it. The 1963 Stingray Coupe symbolized the era and featured new independent rear suspension. The 1966 model broke new ground with a redesigned engine. A new legend was born. Some said Corvette had reached its eve, but the engineers at Chevrolet said not yet. The second generation of Corvette ushered in a new era of America's automotive icon, the Stingray, with its flip-up headlights and European-inspired split window, which seemed a nuisance to many because it blocked the view of vanquished adversaries from the rear. It's now a coveted feature of that one-off year. The second generation, or C2, saw more than just a split window to make it a lasting piece of Americana. Attributes like side pipes, a Stinger hood, and Jan and Dean's Dead Man's Curve solidified this car into the landscape of automotive history. The third generation, with its futuristic Mako Shark styling, welcomed the longest production run of any Corvette to date. Both the 250,000th and the 500,000th Corvette milestones fell under this generation. The transition from St. Louis to Bowling Green took place during those high-rise front fenders. The fourth generation, or C4, took the world by storm with LED gauges, 180-degree flip-up headlights, world-class styling, and an all-new assembly plant. The fourth generation reminded America that it could make a proper sports car with the introduction of the King of the Hill. The ZR1 took the Corvette to a level not seen since 1970, offering over 400 factory horsepower. The LT1 made its second debut in the 1992 model year with 300 Kentucky thoroughbreds under the hood. Gone was the ZR1 in 1995, and so was the rest of the generation in 1996. But it didn't go quietly. In 1997, a newly redesigned and highly styled car emerged from Bowling Green. A car so good that it was hailed as one of the world's very best. With its sleek silhouette and rounded edges, it was a car that grabbed worldwide attention. And it didn't let go. Not only was the car gorgeous to look at, it was extremely capable. With its all-new aluminum small block LS1, the new 350 cubic inch engine cranked out 345 horsepower. And with the use of lighter weight materials and further use of wind tunnel design, it slipped through the air. This car was an instant icon and inspired a whole new generation of Corvette enthusiasts. 2003 was a golden year for America's sports car as it turned 50. And 2004 was the end of yet another era, closed out with a commemorative edition, honoring Corvette Racing's win at the 24 Hour of Le Mans. Clad in Le Mans blue with shale interior, the 4 oval taillights rode off into the sunset. 2005 brought a new generation of Corvette that offered more models than any other generation, including a base model, and the Grand Sport, which both offered a coupe and convertible options, the Z06 Coupe, ZR1 Coupe with factory supercharger and LS9, and the 427 convertible, the first time since 1969 the 427 was offered. That generation spanned not only the 60th anniversary of Corvette, but also the 100th anniversary of Chevrolet. Both celebrated with special edition packages. The performance aspect of the car saw the wheels fly further into the corners to increase handling, making the Corvette one of the most high-performance cars in the world. Today's iconic car, the 7th generation Corvette, debuted worldwide January 13th, 2013 for the 2014 model year. It was the first to bear the Stingray name since the 1976 3rd generation model. The all-new LT1 6.2-liter small block V8 engine features 455 horsepower and can accelerate from 0 to 60 in 3.8 seconds. Designed to provide a bold styling statement, the car incorporates aggressive angular elements in a revolutionary redesign to an iconic theme. It earned Performance Car of the Year from Road and Track and Automobile of the Year from Automobile Magazine. This generation saw the rebirth of the Grand Sport as well as the Z06, now with the option of a convertible and an automatic transmission. Corvette still proves that a good idea is timeless.
By the way, out here is where they have the assembly plant's right across the street. So once the car's done, it gets brought over here, and the owners go ahead and pick up their cars and fire them up, check them out, and you can see right over there the lady talking to a guy explaining all the functions of the car and how it works, yada yada, and how to change the oil, how the top works. Convertible top, look at that. Yep, just like that. This guy's getting ready to pick up his car. I wanted to fire it up. And so once you bought one, you come over and then they give you kind of a tour and go through the car with you. And then you go down straight down here, take a left, and drive right out the door. That's when you buy one direct from GM. And you can come down here and they give you a tour of the factory. I'm guessing that's something extra you have to pay for when you buy a car. They give you a tour of the factory and then you come down here and you pick it up from them. I mean, which is pretty cool versus buying it, you know, from a dealer and having a dealer grab it from a dealership lot. You come down here and check out your car, and they'll go through it with you, and it's straight from across the street over here, and then out the door. This guy's getting ready to take off in his new car.
Not yet. We're not leaving
Not yet. Just firing it up. Oh, you're good. You guys walk. It's all good. Thanks.
Sorry, thanks.
You're good. I have to show this color because this is just, I would never get one in this color, but it is beautiful. It's baby blue. Well, that was it, guys. There it is. The Corvette Museum. It was pretty cool. I liked it. It was pretty slick. It was. I wish it was bigger. I wanted more there to be looked at, but I managed to spend over $100 in the gift shop. Didn't take long, about $150 on shirts and calendars and pens and crap I just didn't need, but just felt I had to buy it for some dumb reason. Here I am, coming up on my Corvette, and I hope you guys enjoyed it, and leave feedback below, and please subscribe.